We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Things did not go their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn things around.
And we've seen people in this league turn things around. The ACC every year, it seems like, you know, like Reese, you always say, spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's...
Turning it on! There he goes! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the 1st. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets them to the 32. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Castellanos. The quick out. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. At the 35, he's open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. A little screen to the running back. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Making side adjustments here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. It's complete. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Lyle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Steps away to find some room. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going to the running game. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They've got a first down here to open the period. To throw, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
To the air, it's Castellanos. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off with?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Makes the grab closer to the logo. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Off the play fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover one and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Makes the catch. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lost a throw on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week and dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Malvin. He's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a lead.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 13 to James Madison. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gonna let it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. This time on target. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Noles will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Webster. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Handoff from the gun. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air, it's Castellanos. They're setting up the screen. The ball squirts free. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, no! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Lyle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Their pass It's not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quick catch on 3rd down. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They found a little open space. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction. 2nd and long coming up. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
He's not afraid to go deep. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Seminoles will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Hauls it in. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Here comes the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Noles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pittman. Dragged down. Liddell moved the sticks for a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
And it's sucked out. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, ball on top of it, still getting the first down.
Well, the running back really lucky. He jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
On the option. Touchdown Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air. It's Beck. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter.
Miami, 3.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Daniels. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Canes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. As he throws, that ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. He's got an open man.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Quick completion on the out, and he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Runs through a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bauman. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 8 over Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. The give is to Williams. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Kick is in the air. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And the Miami offense will take over.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Chadwick. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Snagged in the middle. It's Bauman. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And it's It's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
To the air on second down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.